Welcome to Logistics Part 4, Food and Drink. Since you're taking your crew out there and you're going to spend most of your time out on the salt, you'll be eating lunch out there. Most likely you're going to be eating lunch in line or you're going to be eating lunch in the pit. There are some food areas out there that serve food, but if you utilize those, you're really not going to have time to make the runs you need to do. Since most of the people that are on the cruise, like I have 5 or 6, are volunteers and they're volunteering their time, I generally cover the lodging, the gasoline to get down there, and the lunches out on the salt. As I previously stated in my part 3, we generally take 2 coolers. We'll put 1 cooler in vehicle 1, which will reference that as the one that pulls the bike out on the salt and goes to pick up the rider and has a CB radio. Vehicle 2 will have the rest of the crew. Okay. In vehicle 1, always keep sodas, water, assortment of sodas, water, tea, etc. in this one, and we'll keep that in the van with a CB radio. In cooler 2, which is a bigger one, we'll keep all that stuff plus all the lunch meat, breads, chips, paper plates, everything that you need, and forks and spoons in that vehicle. So that's vehicle 2. Once you get to the salt, you're not going to have very much time. You're going to get out there, you're going to be going through inspection, you're going to be doing a lot of different things. So you're going to spend 4 or 5 hours right off the get-go working. You're not going to have a lot of time. So you want to make sure that before you leave, the coolers are full and iced up in each vehicle. So when you get out there, everybody can work and they can grab a snack, they can grab a water, they can grab a tea or whatever while they're working. Because you're probably not going to have a whole lot of time to go searching for all that ice and things like that. If you do that, you're just going to be wasting your time. So my recommendation is have all the stuff done before you leave. At least enough. I keep enough in here to last 2 to 3 days. Then we'll refill at the grocery store later on. You're going to need to get ice about every day, every other day. You can get ice out on the salt or ice at the convenience store located next to the hotels. I recommend designating somebody to be that person to get the ice, and also have somebody designated to shop for groceries on the 2nd or 3rd day. I told you in the other part, I keep 2 key boxes. And key box, on this particular key box, I'll keep that in vehicle 2. In that key box I'll put some money in there, so that's to be used by the crew to go out and get ice when they need it or go grocery shopping. So I'll tell them that's where it is, that's where they don't have to come for me for money, it's right there. Before you even start your trip, you want to check with your crew and see what kind of lunch meats, any kind of special dietary things that they have, what kind of bread they like, what kind of drinks do they like. Remember, you can't take alcohol out there, so alcohol's out. But you know, most people go through, will drink a lot of tea and soda the first day, and by the 2nd day they're filling up on water. So you can buy water at the convenience store, bottled water. I'll take enough to at least last 2 or 3 days. Then we'll have somebody go get, when they go get groceries, get the water and any kind of additional sodas. For a crew of 5 or 6, and I'm out there 5 days, we'll have to go grocery shopping at least once. Make sure all your vehicles in your pit area have trash bags. So you can put all the cans, the bottles, any kind of trash you have. Keep those in the vehicles, each vehicle, and also the pit area. Have somebody designated, or maybe designate whoever's driving to stop by. There is a big dump area going off the salt that they have for a container that you can put all your trash in. You're probably going to need to do that at least 2 or 3 times while you're out there. You want to make sure you also have, along with all the food we talked about and lunch meats and things, you need to have the plastic forks, paper towels, paper plates, salt, cheese, pickles, along with all the lunch meat. because those kind of go hand in hand. People get pretty primitive eating out there, and a lot of times what you'll be doing, what will happen is the people in vehicle 1 will be in line with the bike. The crew in vehicle 2, what they'll do is they can pull alongside, outside the line, beside vehicle 1, and you can eat lunch together. So they can keep the lunch, and they'll come to you and bring the lunch, all the lunch meat to you. So as the line moves, you can just drive up side by side all the way to that. Remember, vehicle 2 does not go out on the salt to pick up the vehicle. So they'll stop once you get up, once you start. For a crew of 5 or 6, I generally budget just for the lunches out on salt about $200 to $250. It includes from my initial purchase going out there to the end. So that kind of gives you an idea of money-wise what you'll need to spend. But this is kind of a key part of it. You don't want to fall short on the food and the drink to keep your crew going. Next is we're going to have is in logistics is going to be part 5. It's called the expendables, not the movie.